like finding understanding your story really well on sort of like what has worked and what you want to use the money for. I mean, in our case, um, you know, this was really growth. And we could easily show that as long as we were doing well in, you know, the stores, and we were able to, you know, continue growing online as we were doing, that this is what we needed to do, and this is how we, you know, use of proceeds. Because I think so often, like, you come at it at a point where you're almost out of money, right? Like you're like, I gotta go raise because I have only, like, I'm not gonna make payroll. And that's not the time to do it. The time to do it is to be able to, you know, say like, I've got these plans for it. But also just kind of finding your tribe too, that is ultimately gonna, you know, help you to get what you need to do done. Again, like, I really wasn't doing that much with this raise because the investors that we have sort of knew who I was and knew what, you know, my plans were. And so it was, they kind of handled it, and they figured out exactly, you know, who they were going to go to participate in this. And, you know, obviously I signed off on everything, but I think like that's just super important. And then also, like, the one other thing that I would say is that, you know, we don't have any private equity in our company. We don't have any venture money in our company. We have over 100 investors in the company. We have, you know, these funds like Springboard and a few other funds as well, but they're not traditional, you know, VC or private equity. And so often people think like that's the only way to do it, that you've got to, you know, if you've got an e-commerce company, then you've got to come to Silicon Valley and like have a conversation with, you know, people on Sand Hill Road. But the truth is like, that's not the only way to raise money. And I think it's just, you've got to, like, you know, figure out how much money you need. And I think there is a lot of individuals that have capital that really want to put it to use if you figure out, you know, where they are. And maybe some of those people are your customers, and really digging in there and trying to find them in that area as well.